Ever pondered the truthfulness of everything you've been told? In the vast cosmos of information, we often accept what's handed down to us, without pausing to examine its veracity. This journey is about challenging these accepted truths, about having the audacity to question and the courage to seek the truth. It's about critical thinking, about not just consuming information, but digesting it. So, are you ready to question reality? Dive in as we debunk some widely accepted yet entirely false beliefs about the world. Ever heard that the Great Wall of China is visible from space? It's a common belief that has been passed down through generations, one that paints an awe-inspiring picture of the world's largest man-made structure spanning across the Earth's surface, visible even from the cosmos. But let's pause for a moment and delve into the facts. After all, we're here to question reality, aren't we? This widely accepted belief has been debunked by none other than NASA and astronauts who've had the privilege of viewing our planet from space. They've confirmed that the Great Wall of China is not visible to the naked eye from space without aid. Yes, you heard that right. Despite its grandeur and historical significance, the Great Wall doesn't quite make its mark in the cosmic view. So the next time someone tells you that the Great Wall of China is visible from space, you've got the facts to debunk the myth. You've probably heard that humans only use 10% of their brains, haven't you? This is a widespread belief, often used to imply that we have vast, untapped reserves of intellectual potential just waiting to be unlocked. But let's dive into the realm of neuroscience, which tells a different story. Contrary to the popular myth, research shows that we use virtually every part of our brain over the course of a day. Each region of the brain has a specialized function, whether it's controlling our heart rate, helping us solve a math problem, or letting us enjoy a piece of music. Even when we're resting, areas of our brain involved in thought and emotion regulation are hard at work. So, where did this 10% myth come from? The origins are unclear, but it's likely a misinterpretation of early 20th century scientific research, or perhaps just a metaphor gone astray. Remember, the 10% brain use claim is nothing more than a myth. How many times have you heard the phrase, blind as a bat? Quite a lot, I'd wager. This common saying has led many to believe that bats are completely devoid of sight. But let's dive into the facts and debunk this widespread misconception. Contrary to popular belief, bats are not blind. In fact, scientific research has shown that bats have a rather impressive vision. Depending on the species, some bats can see even better than humans in certain conditions. They use their eyesight in conjunction with echolocation, a sophisticated biological sonar system, to navigate and find food in the dark. Echolocation allows them to detect objects and their movements in complete darkness, a feat that is nothing short of extraordinary. But it doesn't mean they are blind. So the image of a sightless bat bumping into objects is far from reality. It's time we put the blind as a bat myth to rest. So, how many of these misconceptions did you believe were true? Let's take a moment to reflect. We talked about the Great Wall of China, a structure so immense yet not visible from space as many of us thought. We've debunked the myth of humans using only 10% of their brains. A fascinating concept, isn't it? That we could potentially unlock secret powers if we just used more of our brain. But alas, it's not true. We use every part of our brain, just not all at once. And finally, we've cleared up the slander against bats. Poor creatures, they've been labeled as blind for so long, yet their echolocation abilities are nothing short of extraordinary. These misconceptions, these lies about the world that we believed in, they highlight the importance of seeking truth. Of not just accepting things at face value, because when we stop questioning, we stop learning. And when we stop learning, we prevent ourselves from growing, from evolving. The power of truth is not only in its ability to debunk myths and misconceptions, but also in its ability to open our minds, to make us think, to make us question. So continue to question, continue to learn. Because the world is a vast, complex place filled with wonders waiting to be discovered. Always remember, the world is full of wonder, and sometimes, the truth is stranger than fiction.